Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. I've got another good video for you today. We're going to talk about some extra trend lines that I have drawn, and because I had just spotted this blue one in particular. You can see this is the daily chart all the way back since June 10th. This blue line was held as support during our current run up all the way to 14K, and it was finally broken right here around, that was the 30th of June. We had a nasty candle, a nasty red candle, and it took us down to, all the way down, I mean, to, geez, like 9,600. That was the bottom of our head and shoulders I was talking about. It was support back then, but now it is acting as resistance, and it's been acting as resistance currently today, and it has done it here as well, and it shot down. And this was July 4th. You know, everybody's expecting fireworks on July 4th. We didn't get fireworks. We got the opposite. But again, once a trend line is used as support and is broken, it'll turn into resistance. So now that this is a resistance level, we need to break this in order for me to feel comfortable buying, and that would put a buy target of about 13,000. It's almost, I don't want to say it's too late. Short term it might be too late, but long term, guys, I mean, there is no bad buy. It's all good. This is gonna do some special things in the future. I can almost guarantee that. Guys, look, I mean, just this was today's candle, and this is the start of today. It started at 7 o'clock. This candle right here shot right up, and now it's just meeting it, and it's having a real hard time breaking it. It's a big trend line. When I say big, it's important that we break it. I'm gonna color it red. I'm coloring it red because any line that I use as resistance, I like it to be red. You can see on this current symmetrical triangle that we broke out, I have this one red now too. I'm going to change that to green, because once a resistance is broken, it becomes support. I'm going to repeat that. Once resistance is broken, that previous resistance becomes support. So it's imperative, it's really important that we break this trend line that takes us back to, like, what did I say? June 10th. So about a month, this trend line has been acting as support and resistance. And you can see that when we have been above it, we've touched it a couple times and then just shot up. And we didn't see it for, what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so about a week. It took about a week, and then we bounced off of it, and then we finally had enough selling pressure to get us underneath this. And since then, we have not touched it until today. We've touched it twice today. These two candles, this candle's for tonight, and this candle just ended at 7 o'clock. You can see the wick, it touched it and then bounced right down, and now we're trying to break through it again. And this is where I'll be buying. Again, I always like to say, not a financial advisor. Disclaimer, very important that you do not take this as financial advice. This is only my opinions and thoughts, and it's for entertainment purposes only. So, take everything I say with a grain of salt, and always be aware of what you're getting yourself into, and don't invest more than you're willing to lose. But we all know where this thing's heading, guys. We all know. And if you think it's going to go to zero, then you're going to miss out on on a really good opportunity here. So short term, we have to break this. Long term, I am not worried about this at all. I mean, this is the monthly chart. I'm gonna pull this up again. Guys, look, we are so close to the all-time high. We're only about $5,000 away. And I don't think it's going to be, once we get past some certain resistances, I'd say the big one is around between 14 and 16,000. If we can get through 16,000 with some good buying pressure, we're going to do good. And that's another thing I want to point out is the volume on the daily here. Each volume stick represents a day. You can see that it's gone up each day, which is a great sign. All green candles. Everybody's buying. Nobody's selling. No big sells. It's just buys right now. Of course, you always got your day traders and things like that, but big whales. They could take put a big sell order in, and they could take this thing straight back down to 9,000, right where this head was. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think that there's too many buyers, and the big whale sellers, they know where people are buying. They know. They're smart. And they won't let the market get that low because they don't want to sell all their Bitcoins for cheaper, because they know that all the buyers, like me, will scoop them up. Let me see here, 4 hour. I want to go back to my 4 hour chart. This is my favorite chart. The 4 hour chart is one of the more important charts to look at. It's more mid. You can look at it mid, short, and long term. It's great. But again, guys, we're just that big, fat, long trend line all the way back to June 10th is acting as resistance. This is the 4 hour chart. So we have touched this thing 1, 2, 3 times today, and each time and then this second time for sure, just shoom. And now we've made our way back up. We have just golfed these 2 red sticks up, which is another great sign, and we're attempting to break it again. So let's see where it goes, and happy trading.